Hi, Ross.
How's it?
How's it? Welcome back to South Africa and Comic Con. Back in Cape Town, when some of my other colleagues interviewed you, you said you wanted to come to Joburg. So, how does it feel being here?
I'm so glad it worked out because I just love the staff at Comic Con Africa, and I had mentioned to Renee and Nicole that I really wanted to come back here, and they were kind enough to make room in their programming for me. And I mean, the fans were just incredible in Cape Town back in April, I guess now. Yeah. So I knew I wanted to come back here as soon as possible, and it's been great so far. Yeah.
It's excellent. And so, speaking of some of the projects you have coming up, season 2 of Invincible is coming up.
Yeah.
Can you talk a bit more of that?
Sure can't. I wish I could. We're not really allowed to, but I'm very excited for the fans to see what we've been working on. I think the first season was fantastic in that it set up these characters in the world of the story, and then seasons 2 and 3, the gloves come off, and it's just amazing. So,
What drew you to that role, taking on Invincible?
for me, I think the fact that he's lived as many years as he has, he's lived so many different lives as Immortal, and I just thought it was incredible to conceptualize a character who had literally been around for 400 or 500 years and seen so many lives and deaths throughout his experience. And I just thought he'd be a really fun person to play, and I've enjoyed playing him so far, and I hope to get to do him for many more years.
Awesome. So online, I've read that you produced a Tron musical while you were in
Wow,
college.
that's a deep cut, yeah.
Can you talk us through that? How did that happen?
Well, it kind of happened because of a dare. There were a few people in our bachelor BFA in theater who were big musical theater people, and would constantly say that musical theater was better than normal theater, regular theater, and I thought that was absurd. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna show you that musicals are like easy to do, and this and this. And so one of the girls in our class said, I dare you to write a musical, and I said, I will. So I wrote a full-length musical with like 8 original songs. My friends did the music, and I wrote the lyrics and the book for it. And I can honestly say it's like the thing I'm most proud of in my life. I really hope I get to pitch it to Disney someday, so that they'll allow me to actually make a full-length live version of this, because it was so fun to do. Yeah.
So speaking of Tron, do you consider yourself a gamer, and what kind of games do you
Oh
play?
yeah, I'm a big gamer. Well, actually, the Tron arcade from back in the 80s, that was one of my favorite arcades of all time. Right now I'm mostly playing Xbox and PlayStation 4. Haven't gone to the PlayStation 5 yet, but I know I need to take that step because some of the games that are coming out are just incredible. But I really love Call of Duty. Sometimes I'll play Fortnite if I feel like getting beaten by a bunch of 8-year-olds. And they're so good. I'm sure they use cheat codes. Maybe I'm wrong, but they just school me every time. But I also don't do builds. I'm like a no-build guy. I really love Metro. It's a good one. Basically, I like any shooter game. I'm a big fan of shooters. That's pretty much it, yeah. But I do love going to Dave & Buster's. I don't know if they have those in South Africa. Do they?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. It's like a big arcade spot that like every kind of game imaginable, and it's that's fun. Yeah.
All right. So if you had to make a Star Wars movie,
Ooh.
what would your dream Star Wars movie be about?
Well, I think they're kind of already going this direction with Thrawn. Lord Admiral Thrawn was always one of my favorite characters in the comic, or not the comics, but some of the fan fiction, but also the extended universe. When I was reading as a kid, Thrawn was always fascinating to me, and I really wanted to play him someday. But I think the guy they've got to play him currently, can't remember his name. I think he's a Norwegian actor, Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen.
I don't think it's Mads Mikkelsen, but I believe he's Dutch or Norwegian, I think, or maybe Danish. But anyway, I've heard he's extraordinary, so I'm excited to see what he does with it. But that saga, the Thrawn saga, was always the most interesting to me as a kid. So I would love to see that kind of fleshed out. Yeah.
All right. So taking what you know from your experience on The Walking Dead, if there were a real-life zombie apocalypse to happen right now, what were the first things you'd do
I mean, if there were a zombie apocalypse, I think I would probably go to my nearest hunting goods store or Costco, like a big warehouse, and I would get my friends and family in there, and then I would fuse the doors shut and have people just manning the door 24/7, taking shifts, you know, if anyone kind of came in. But as long as you got food and hunting supplies and stuff like that, you're set. So that would be my first order of business, is finding the nearest, like, all-encompassing, like Walmart, Costco, secure that, and you're good. You could live there for like 25, 30 years, easy, no problem, you know? That's what I would do, yeah.
All right, final question. So last year you got a little frog from someone on the show floor. Did you manage to walk around today and get anything similar to that?
Well, I didn't get any frog, but I did get these awesome temporary tattoos. I got a zebra Africa, and then this guy who's got a lion for a head. So, and I'm a Leo, so it just seemed appropriate. Yeah. I don't know how long they're actually going to stay on there. They're probably going to wash off in a few days, but for now they look pretty cool. And only today, probably. They're going to wash right off, but who knows? Yeah, I really like these a lot. Hi, this is Ross Marquand, and you're watching Glitched.